tomorrow is here. Diama, it's in me pay adiwa. Makana miria babako. Industrial revolution. Abata konde nukuno. Okwa digital economy. Yeah. Agricultural revolution. Oh. Yeah. It's in Jekwa paper. The rock. Oporus or the man. The rock. It's a week marama. The rock. Quality education and all-round development. Yo. The rock. And tomorrow is here. What's in my tomorrow is here. Our tomorrow is here. I know my tomorrow is here.
Enugu State government takes measures to strengthen security structure in the state, just as government reiterates commitment to achieving zero hunger rates and sustained economy through investing in agriculture as they celebrate New Yam Festival and World Food Day. Details of those stories and more will be coming your way shortly. I am Chika Ugu, and I'm so glad you could join us on this week's edition of Lion Building in Action. We'll be back after this time out. Glad to know you are still there. We will begin by telling you that the Enugu State Government and Police Trust Fund are partnering to revamp the Police College Oji River and Police Detective College Enugu to succeed in the fight against crime and insecurity. This was made known during a walk-in visit to the governor by the management of the fund, led by the Executive Secretary, Muhammad Shaidu. According to Mr. Shaidu, the visit to the government house is to collaborate with the state government in upgrading the two police institutions to reposition them to becoming world-class centers of excellence. He noted that the fund is also partnering with the private sector to provide homes for the police personnel in the state and also help them engage in agriculture, which will not only sustain their households, but also contribute to food security for the state and country as a whole.
And I thank you very much for your welcoming us in your state. As part of our ongoing national assessment of police training institutions, we have recognized Enugu State as a key pillar in the Nigerian law enforcement history. Institutions like the Police Detective College and Oji River Training Institution play a critical role in producing some of the finest officers who have served and continue to serve our nation with distinction. These institutions built a legacy of excellence deserve to be upgraded to meet global standards, ensuring that our police officers receive the best training and resources to confront today's complex security challenges.
Governor Peter Mbah's administration has, however, prioritized security and as such has invested hugely in the provision of some modern state-of-the-art security infrastructure. The governor, however, believes a lot more needs to be accomplished. Hence, the state government is eager to partner with them.
For us, we see security as our number one priority in the state. The reason is because we have great ambition as to how our economy can grow, and we don't see that happening without the private sector. And of course, naturally, the private sector are not designed to absorb security risk. They can take all that finance and commercial risk, but not security. So when we assumed office, we identified the challenges of security as the biggest elephant in the room, and we had to work so hard to escort her out of the room. So we were pleased that we're having this engagement with you, and we're interfacing with you, because there is some alignment in objective here, where you are proposing to build the capacity of the police personnel, and also interested in their welfare. We see a major sink in our own policy.
The Police Trust Fund visit to Enugu is part of an ongoing nationwide assessment of police training institutions. To invest massively in agriculture through the construction of smart farm estates in the 260 wards of the state, and migration of farmers from subsistence to commercial agriculture are some measures the state government has decided to adopt in order to ensure food security and unlock the vast potentials of agriculture. Governor Peter Mba revealed this at the maiden edition of the New Yam Festival in Enugu State and the annual World Food Day celebration. We bring you sights and sounds of the events. Food is one basic social amenity expected to be available and affordable, as it guarantees a healthy society and economic growth. Acknowledging agriculture as an essential pillar in growing the state's economy, reducing poverty rate, and ensuring food security, Enugu State government has taken measures to promote agriculture through acquisition of about 160,000 hectares of land for production of sorghum, rice, cashew, cassava, yam, and other farm produce. Thus, the governor represented believes will go a long way in improving farmers' productivity and making Enugu the exportation hub of farm produce.
Simply because all this farm produce that you see here, they were not imported from Abakaliki. Neither did they come from Lafia. They were all from our own rich soil, produced by our own Ministry of Agriculture, under the leadership of our own brother and son, Patrick Nwabezi. Can we give a clap for James, please? The Enugu State government has done its best, and we are doing our very best to continue to support this ministry, to make sure that all these promises that he has reeled out here today in his speech, that there is none of them that will fall short of being completed. We will do our best. We will not just support agriculture at the local level. Of course, you have heard from him, we're taking agriculture to the mechanized section.
Commissioner for Agriculture and Agro-Industrialization says the theme of this year's celebration, Right to Food for a Better Life, resonates with the state government's vision of ensuring food security and growing a resilient economic sector.
This year's theme, Right to Food for a Better Life and a Better Future, aligns with His Excellency Dr. Peter Mba's ongoing efforts in ensuring that Ndi Enugu have access to sufficient and nutritious food. Food is not just a commodity. It is a basic human right, essential for our health, our well-being, economic stability. Access to nutritious food is very important to guarantee a healthy society and to drive economic growth and build a sustainable future for our children and generations to come.
As we join the world in celebrating the World Food Day 2024, this year's theme resonates with our shared vision to ensure that every individual has access to the most basic human right, the right to adequate and nutritious food. As we gather here, we reaffirm our commitment to a sustainable future where agriculture plays a transformative role in our developmental journey. Our vision for Enugu State is to build an agricultural sector that not only meets local demands, but also serves as a model of excellence in food production and security. Under the dynamic leadership of His Excellency Dr. Peter Ndubusimba.
Key players advocated for healthy eating habits to avoid malnutrition. World Food Day is celebrated annually worldwide to emphasize the importance of food security. Rich cultural heritage and festival sustained for years by the Igbos. The New Yam Festival is celebrated to officially present the newly harvested yams to God and ancestors of the land. It is also an avenue to show gratitude to God for a successful planting season. This maiden edition of the New Yam Festival, locally called Irigioho by the Ministry of Culture and Tourism, brought together top government functionaries, including the Deputy Governor, who described the festival as a unifying factor as well as a meeting point for the Igbos to socialize, learn cultural values, and eat together.
Our government is aggressively investing resources in technology and in infrastructure for agriculture. The critically needed investment in agriculture. We are working on a program initiated by our government to ensure that a minimum of 200 hectares of land on the average in every electoral ward, where the newly elected council chairman will partner with our government through the Ministry of Agriculture to get farm settlements, farm clusters, where as a government we are going to till the land for our people and allocate tilled land to them, then offer them inputs and let them get it. And if we must make our investment in tourism become worldwide, we must encourage our cultural practices we are not just celebrating the harvest of yam, but also the strength and vibrancy of our traditions, which have been passed down through generations. Enugu State is blessed with fertile soil, hard-working farmers, and a thriving agricultural sector. The yam is not just a staple food for us, but a symbol of life, sustenance, and continuity. As we break and share the yam today, let us remember the importance of community, the need to support one another, and the power of working together for the common good. As Commissioner for Culture and Tourism, I am proud to say that Enugu continues to stand as a beacon of culture and tradition. Our festivals and cultural practices attract people from all over the world, showcasing the beauty and depth of our heritage. This New Yam Festival is another opportunity to strengthen our cultural tourism.
In a paper presentation, the rector, Enugu State Polytechnic, Iwolo, advocated a universal day for the Igbos, including those in diaspora, to celebrate the New Yam Festival with the declaration of public holiday. He called for the revival of other cultural activities gradually going into extinction.
It is a privilege to discuss this most important festivity among Igbos, and particularly interesting is to have the opportunity to make suggestions that, if followed, will unite Igbos as a cultural entity.
Speakers at the event called on youths to embrace agriculture as a veritable venture for economic emancipation. The event climaxed with the traditional cutting and eating of the new yam.
Chief Ike, the three of us will be coordinating this activity. I can now see what's where you go to have a lot of yanni. I come along the I cannot copy and thank you very much. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen.
Still on improving agriculture, the state government has flagged off the construction of Dotra Tractor Assembly Plant and Services Center. It is an investment aimed at encouraging modern agriculture for massive food production and exportation. Flagging off the construction of the Dotra Plants and Service Center, Governor Mba described it as a significant step to his administration's vision to grow the state's economy. With 200 tractors already assembled, the governor believes that the partnership will see at least 1,000 tractors within the next year. This, he said, will boost mechanized agriculture, grow the state's economy, and provide jobs for the teeming youths.
What you see here today is Enugu State going that extra mile of making it attractive for investors to invest here, helping investors to de-risk their investment, which is why we have placed an order for at least 1,000 tractors, which we hope to at least have through these assembly plants. But it's not just, it would have been easier for us to say, oh, let's order 1,000 tractors. But we didn't see the value in that, which is why we're only getting 200 already assembled and imported here. But the rest 800 will be assembled right here and manufactured here in Enugu State. Again, initiative like what we're doing with Dotra not only creates employment opportunities, but it also stimulates our economy
it boosts that growth that we're expecting, that economic growth we're expecting to achieve here in Enugu. We're going to continue to support NOTRA to ensure that we provide the basic amenities, the right infrastructure, and also security, because we recognize that businesses, there are certain things they cannot absorb. So as government, we're going to continue to de-risk your investment and ensure that the basic infrastructure and the basic amenities are provided for you to thrive.
Other top government functionaries described the venture as a huge leap for agriculture in the state. Managing Director, Notra Tractors, said the vision and people-oriented policies of the state government spurred the choice of Enugu as the company's first destination in Africa, promising to work closely with government to achieve its goal.
We're not just doing just tractor, but we're going to work with you 100% for 8 years in Enugu State to make sure that in agriculture, employment, youth employment, and everything to make the lives of Enugu State better, which you're already doing, will enhance it and make sure it comes to pass. The picture wherever I can wait the assembling plant, which government as well. Then Eba and a picture go the major building of the office complex. I got one training center, whereby we incorporate with the schools and universities in Enugu State to come in and do projects and practicals in terms of transfer technology on the tractor and in tractor.
The governor also inaugurated the new Watson Doors industry at Nachi, where he reiterated his administration's determination to provide an enabling environment for businesses to thrive in the state. Well, you will agree with me that most countries are embracing agriculture in order to grow and sustain their economy. So we give our governor accolades for his passion in promoting agriculture. On this note, it is time we took a bow. Many thanks for watching. Join us again next week, God willing, for another package. Bye for now.
Tomorrow is here. Tomorrow is here. It's in me,